All right, today we are going to walk through step by step how to set up one of the most powerful indicators out there. But here's the twist. We're not just going to use the default settings. No, we're digging into a very specific method from our source, Stock Arrow, and it might just completely change the way you look at a chart. You know that feeling, right? You pull up a chart and bam, you're just staring at this sea of tools and indicators. It's so easy to get completely overwhelmed and just lost in all that noise. So let's cut through all of that. We're going to focus on mastering just one of them today. Our source for this guide, Stock Arrow, argues that the Relative Strength Index, the RSI, is absolutely foundational. It's where you start if you really want to understand the market. Okay, let's dive right in. So why the RSI? I mean, out of all the hundreds of options you could pick from, why are we starting right here? What's so special about this one? While Stock Arrow calls it a total powerhouse for figuring out market momentum. You know, the actual speed and strength behind price moves. Now look, you're not going to use this thing all by itself forever, but they really stress that getting a deep, solid understanding of the RSI, that's like laying the foundation for the entire house. It's a non-negotiable building block. All right, enough talk. Let's get our hands dirty. First things first, we've got to actually get this indicator onto your chart. We're going to be using TradingView for this, but the process is pretty similar on most platforms. It's super simple, really just 3 quick steps. You're going to head up, click on Indicators, type RSI into that little search bar, and then just select Relative Strength Index from the list that pops up. The moment you click it, you'll see a whole new panel appear right below your main price chart. Easy. Okay, so it's on the screen. But we're not done yet. Now it's time to pop the hood and really dial in the engine of this thing. And that all happens in the Input settings. So how do you find them? Just move your mouse over the RSI title in the top left corner of its panel. See that little gear icon that shows up? That's what you want. That's your gateway to customizing everything. Go ahead and give that a click. Okay, in here, there are 2 really important inputs. First is length. We're going to leave that at 14. That's pretty much the industry standard, so no need to mess with it. But the second one, source, this is a big one. We need to make absolutely sure it's set to close. And here's why Stock Arrow says that's so critical. The closing price is the final word. It's where that day's battle between the buyers and the sellers finally settled. It's the most important price of the day. All right, inputs are dialed in. Next up, we're heading over to the style settings. This is where we clean things up visually, but more importantly, this is where we make the single biggest strategic change that our source recommends. The whole idea here is to get rid of the clutter. You want your eyes to go exactly where they need to. So first, let's take that main RSI line and make it pop. Pick a bright color, maybe white, and make it a bit thicker. Then we get rid of the stuff we don't need. See that RSI-based moving average and the middle band? For this specific strategy, they're just noise, so we're going to make them invisible. We want to focus only on what matters. Okay, now this is it. This next change is the absolute heart of the Stock Arrow method. This is the one adjustment that separates this setup from what pretty much everyone else is using with their default settings. And here it is, plain and simple. We are completely throwing out the classic 70-30 levels that you hear about everywhere for overbought and oversold. Instead, we're tightening those boundaries. The upper band moves down to 60 and the lower band moves up to 40. Now this is huge. This isn't just changing a number, it's changing the entire philosophy. We're not waiting for extreme, over-the-top conditions anymore. We're looking for that crucial shift, the moment momentum starts tilting into bullish or bearish territory, and we're seeing it way earlier. And that's it. With that one final, really powerful tweak, your RSI indicator is now completely set up, it's optimized and ready to go, all based on this Stock Arrow method. So go ahead and click OK. And just realize, what's on your screen now isn't just some generic RSI anymore. Nope. You've got a customized tool now, a tool built on a specific framework designed to help you see the market in a whole new light. But, and this is a big but, as our source makes crystal clear, just copying these settings isn't the magic trick. The real power, the real edge, comes from understanding why. Why 60? Why 40? It's all about the logic and the strategy behind those numbers. And that really is the million-dollar question, isn't it? What kind of market behavior do these new levels actually show us? What secrets about momentum and trend strength are we unlocking by using 60 and 40? Well, that's exactly what we're going to tear apart in the next part of this series. We're going to uncover the entire strategy behind this setup, so you're not going to want to miss it.